Oh, hi there. I'm Hope. Welcome to my channel and please do subscribe. Hi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Realized by Hope. My name is Hope and today I have a video for y'all on how to make an academic comeback for finals. Most especially if you're in Matric, you need that academic comeback. You need to become an academic weapon. Then this video is for you. If you're a regular, thank you so much for your unconditional love and support. And because you're a regular, you probably know that I have my mysterious notebook where I write down everything just so that I don't leave out some tips for you. If you're new Sabi, thank you for joining the family. I hope you stay, and now let's get into it. Firstly, you need to remember that an academic comeback requires focus, determination, and a strategic plan. Now, I'll walk you through it from an expert, from someone who's in college now. You definitely need to use this advice. So, first of all, you need to evaluate your current grades and performance. You need to identify your strength and weakness subjects. So this will help you because you really can't solve a problem when you don't know what the problem is. So you need to firstly go and take a look at your report. I believe that you are just done with trials. If this is a video later on and you're watching this media, whatever your current past results are, take a look at those. Look at your highest performance subjects, look at your lowest performance subjects. Just write them down, put an asterisk next to it, and note down that this is your weak points and these are your strong points. And then after that, you have to set a realistic goals. Yes, we want to make an academic comeback, but you're not going to go from a 10% to 100%. So we need to set a realistic goal in order for you to achieve it, and in order for you to not feel like it's a huge burden on your shoulders. Yes, everything is possible, anything is possible. You can definitely get that distinction with this academic comeback. But I also want to be real with you. Keep your expectations at a realistic set goal. But remember that in order for you to have extraordinary results, you need to have extraordinary, work as well as goals and dreams. It works hand in hand. You can just dream, I'm gonna get 90% and don't work towards achieving it, which is why we have to talk about step number 1 to achieving that goal is to create a study plan. You have to develop a detailed study schedule. When I say detailed, I mean, honey, take a notebook, write down on your notebook Monday 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. That's the time I'm studying. Or if you know that you have classes at that time, write at the time. If you come back at 2, write down 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. This is what I'm studying. Specific topic of what you're studying, not just I'm studying life sciences. What's with the life science? You have to write down, this is what I'm studying in life sciences. The topic that you're studying, you have to write down how many hours you're putting into it, what you'll be doing in those hours. Are you doing past paper? Are you reading? Are you making notes? Are you doing summaries? In a specific detailed study schedule of what exactly you will be doing. And then you also have to prioritize critical subjects and topics. For example, your mathematics, and if you're majoring in science, physical science and life sciences, those are your major important topics as well, because if you're majoring in those subjects and you don't pass them well, then you won't get into uni or college, which means you won't have a career at all. If it's accounting and business, make sure, if it's economics, make sure you know whatever career you want to head to, those subjects, make sure they are your priority as of now. And also, this is a very, 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 very important note. Allocate time for revision, practice, and past papers. I mentioned brings 3 things. What are they? Revision, practice, and past papers. You will not make an academic comeback without these 3 things, honey. If you don't fool yourself, you need to revise. You need to, okay, 2 days before the test, use day one. 3 days, actually, 3 days before the test, use day one for revision. The next day, practice all over, all the things that you were practicing during your studying. Make sure you practice all those things on day two. Day three, make sure you do past papers, because past papers are important. Past papers will give you a structure of how the exam will look like. Past papers will give you an idea about what the kind of things they ask, how they ask those questions, so that you are able to answer them and answer them correctly and directly. Okay, moving on. Focus on key subjects, your must pass subjects, your mathematics and your language subjects. First, language and home language. Those, you will not pass matric without passing those 3 subjects. I'm just letting you know, the tea is spilled. So make sure that those 3 subjects, you focus on them, make sure you pass them, and also concentrate on challenging topics. So make sure that once you have figured out the structure of your week subjects, make sure you write down all the challenging topics you have, and make sure that you seek extra help from teachers and tutors. If possible, go attend extra classes, but I do not highly advise on extra classes. If you are doing a lastminute.com academic comeback, you need to sit down with your books, your study books, your resources, and sit down and study. Do not waste time going around the neighborhood and community looking for a tutor, or going around doing, oh, this is group work. There's no time for that. You need to sit down and study. Imagine the amount of time you waste on petrol and traveling time for you to go to point A. Then you get there, you're just listening to someone coach you or teach you. Then you take another time to go back home. By the time you get home, it's 7 p.m. You're exhausted. You have school tomorrow morning. You have to get up at 5 a.m. Will you study? I'm just saying. Okay, so have effective study techniques. Now these are, listen carefully, please take your notebook and pen. I'm gonna wait for you. Good. Okay, effective study technique number 1, active recall. Quiz yourself, create flashcards. Make sure that, flashcards, basically, those paper, you can even take a paper, you don't really have to go buy it. Take a paper, write down important topics, and whenever you hold that paper, say everything you know about that topic. Quiz yourself, right? Make sure that you write topics or questions down on one piece of paper, and take another piece of paper, write down everything you know about those topics. Active recall will help you remember everything, even when you're in the examination room. After that, highlight things that you did not answer correctly and work on them. Number 2, summarize your notes in your own words. Did you hear me? Own words. Summarize the notes in your own words. You already have a summary of notes, class notes, textbook notes. Now make it into your own words. This will help you effectively remember things properly. Put examples if possible. Oh, this means this in the example. If McDonald's 1, 2, 3, put realistic examples of them, things that you deal with every single day, to help you recall that in the exam. And number 3, practice past papers and examinations. Remember, I told you that will help you know the structure, how they ask the questions, what they most likely will ask, because sometimes just studying everything, you'll study everything, please do, but if you don't have enough time, study things that are on past exam periods only. That's if you don't have enough time. And I'm telling you, 90% of those things will come back. Okay, and then number 4, use visual aids, use diagrams, use mind maps. And also, this is a very important technique that I use till date: color coordinate your notes. I do this thing where pink is for definitions. Everything that I write in the pink color pen is for definitions. Everything that I write in green color pen is an example. Everything that I write in a red color pen is very important and will be examined. Everything that I write in orange color pen is things that I do not understand, that I still need to study further. Color coordinate your notes, and that way you will be able to remember every single thing with the color in your head. Go to an exam. When you go to the exam, go with highlighters, highlight, or those color pens, highlight on the question paper with the colors. That way, whatever you wrote in that color, you will remember and recall in the exam when you see that color again. It helps. And other examination tips is also to familiarize yourself with exam formats, like I mentioned. Practice under timed conditions. Listen, you have to set a timer. Take your phone, set a timer, put it at, if the exam you're going to write is an hour long, put it at 1 hour. Set it 2 hours long. Set 2 hours. Write a whole question paper. Write a past question paper, maybe the previous day question paper. Write it under those 2 hours. Make sure you answer everything. See how you're going to improve with time management skills. And also, like I said, with time management, also create a daily routine, a specific detailed daily routine. Do not skip a day if you want to make an academic comeback. You need to keep working your brain. Don't work for over 4 hours. 4 hours should be a maximum in a day, because you have school first and you don't want to get burnt out. So make sure you work 4 hours additional when you come back home. Set a detailed routine and you should be all good. And also use productivity tools. I use the app Focus. It plays nice music, background songs. Don't play your music, piano songs when studying. It will never help you. You will not go anywhere. Instead, you will end up dancing. So use Focus app. This is not by any way sponsored, but Focus, if you said this, please do sponsor me. And just play a music background, like raindrop sounds. Anything that is more instrumental and more earthly will help you concentrate better. And you have to stay motivated. You have to celebrate small wins and remind yourself of long-term goals. The way I remind myself of long-term goals is I go to Property 24, look at the most expensive houses, and I go like, this is my house. This is the house I want to buy. But I need to focus. I need to pass this so that I afford to buy this house. I also go on Auto Trader and look at beautiful cars. When I tell you I'm going to buy a Lamborghini, I keep reminding myself of that every single day. You have to keep reminding yourself of the goals and visions that you want to achieve at the end of this hard work. So that will help you stay motivated. And also just remind yourself, is this the kind of life I want to live forever? Do I want to be here next year again? Do I want to repeat this grade? Okay, and then lastly, this is just my final words to say goodbye to you all. Stay focused and committed to your goals. There is nothing better than determination and focus. That's what you need when aiming for an academic comeback. Believe in yourself. I believe in you. You don't have to necessarily work harder, but work smarter. Use the tips and techniques I told you about. There's no way you're going to go wrong. And trust me, you will get those distinctions. It's all in the mindset. Mindset shift is very important. And I want to wish you all the best with your examinations. Please, please, please try to avoid last minute studying. And that's all from me to you. See you on the next one.